Standard Chartered presents 18 India Business Leader Awards in partnership with Hindustan Times.
Very warm welcome to the 18th edition of the CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards, presented by Standard Chartered in partnership with Hindustan Times.
An evening where we celebrate and honor the outstanding achievements of exceptional leaders in the business world. These leaders have demonstrated extraordinary leadership skills, innovative thinking, and a commitment to excellence, making them truly deserving of this recognition.
These leaders have not only made a significant impact on their companies, but have also contributed to the growth and success of their respective industries.
Indeed. Now, the year 2022 was full of global uncertainties. Humanity had to pay a high price for the Russia-Ukraine war, and many nations are struggling with its economic fallout. Global economies are seeing a slowdown, the cost of living crisis has intensified in many developed nations, and the International Monetary Fund predicts a rocky recovery at best in 2023.
But you know what, Shruti? India remained resilient and even emerged as a bright spot in the scenario of global doom and gloom. World business leaders like Satya Nadella and Tim Cook have made their way here and reinforced their faith in the India growth story. So fittingly, this year's theme at IBLA is India at 2023, Resilience to Resurgence.
Yes, and just like India, the businesses we are felicitating tonight have also shown resilience and are contributing to our nation's glory. So, without further ado, let's get started with the India Business Leader Awards to celebrate the best in the business world.
All right, to kick off the celebrations tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'd first like to invite on stage Shireen Bhan, Managing Editor, CNBC TV18, for a welcome address.
Honourable Minister for Oil and Gas and Urban Development, Mr. Hardeep Puri, thank you so much, sir, for flying down all the way from Delhi to be with us here this evening. The Honourable Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, quite the newsmaker this evening, if I may add, Mr. Fadnavis, thank you so much, sir, for being with us here. A man who is in many places at the same time, but today is here with us, the Sherpa of the G20 and the former CEO of the Niti Aayog, Mr. Amitabh Kant. It's always a pleasure. Thank you very, very much for joining us here this evening. My very warm welcome and gratitude to the India Business Leader Awards jury, to the nominees and the winners. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for joining us here for the 18th edition of the prestigious India Business Leader Awards. Your presence and participation is appreciated and deeply valued by each and every one of us. And now 18 is a special number for all of us, as you can imagine here at CNBC-TV18. It is quite literally part of our identity. And I could romanticize and paint this as a coming-of-age milestone. But lucky for our viewers, we've been adulting for the past 2 decades that we've been around. Now, CNBC-TV18 continues to be one of India's most credible news brands with an over 90% share of the television business news genre. We have grown, we have evolved. We are no longer just a stock market television channel. We are a news brand across television, the web, and social media. We are quite literally out of the box, and we intend to make everything that matters to India and her people our business. As a brand, we will not shy away from treading into uncharted waters. We will go after every single need to encourage gender parity at the workplace with as much force as we do every morning when the stock markets begin trading. We will address the issue of mental well-being with the same rigor that goes into analyzing balance sheets every day. Today, we reaffirm our commitment to providing credible, actionable insights and information that add value to the lives of our consumers. Ladies and gentlemen, we take our leadership very seriously. We also do not take it for granted. We are obsessed with our consumers and paranoid about staying relevant in a very fast-changing world. Like most of you in this room, we've learned to be agile and nimble, but never at the cost of credibility or diligence. We can debate and argue about the hegemony of the dollar, and I'm sure Mr. Kotak here will do plenty of that, but I'm sure you will all agree that trust is the best currency to trade in, and it is our best asset as well. It is this spirit of trust and transparency that drives not just our newsroom, but the India Business Leader Awards. Year after year, ladies and gentlemen, we go through a painstaking process of putting together a list of nominees that are based on quantitative parameters. The IBLA jury then vets each nominee, and over the years, the jury meetings have seen some spirited debate, passionate discussion, disagreement, but never any dissent. All our jury deliberations and all the winners have been chosen unanimously. I'm so very grateful to our jury members for spending almost half a day with us to come up with a list of outstanding winners that make us proud as a nation and a society. The leaders we honor today, ladies and gentlemen, reflect the diversity and the dynamism of India today. They are different in many obvious ways, but what holds them together is the unwavering belief in creating and adding value, building institutions and leaving behind a legacy that truly embodies the spirit of enterprise and resilience. So thank you to each one of you for inspiring us with your confidence, your courage, your conviction, and your compassion. As the philosopher Socrates said, the secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. So, ladies and gentlemen, another big round of applause for the India Business Leader Awards change makers. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, once again for joining us here this evening. We hope that you have a fabulous time here at IBLA today.
First award category recognizes the most successful, impactful and memorable branding campaigns. Now, these campaigns capture our attention, stir our emotions and leave an indelible impression on us. They not only drive business results, but also transform the way we perceive brands.
CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards proudly presents the Brand Campaign of the Year Award to Dove's Stop the Beauty Test.
Many congratulations to HUL for their Dove campaign that struck a chord with millions of people. May I now call upon Harman Dhillon, the Vice President, Skincare Color Cosmetics, Dove Master Brand HUL, to receive this award.
Well, the next award for the evening, ladies and gentlemen, is the Young Turk Startup of the Year.
CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards proudly presents Young Turk Startup of the Year Award to Skyroot.
Okay, keep those claps coming. A big round of applause for Skyroot, that's on a mission of opening space for all by offering affordable and reliable space flights. Let's welcome Pavan and Bharat from Skyroot on stage. Congratulations once again, gentlemen. We would like to take a moment to remember and pay a tribute to those who have left us in the past year. It's time to honor the leaders who made significant contributions to their fields and left a lasting impact on all of our lives. They may be gone, but their legacy lives on in the memories that they have left behind. As we honor them tonight, let us remember their accomplishments and their spirits. Let us pay tribute to the legends.
Last year, India lost some of our tallest business leaders. A transcontinental businessman who viewed himself as a global citizen. An industrialist who is widely credited for bringing the global car brand Toyota to Indian soil. And a chartered accountant who became the big bull for his undying belief in India's immense economic potential. Cyrus Mistry, who had been the managing director of Shapoorji Pallonji Company and was only the 6th chairman of Tata Sons. A man who constantly shied away from the public. Vikram Kirloskar was instrumental in driving growth and innovation in the Indian automotive industry. Under his leadership, Toyota Kirloskar Motor has emerged as a leading player in the Indian market with a strong focus on quality and sustainability.
I think we work even harder on this car, on quality, reliability. We want to make it a really top-class car which customers will love.
By investing in multiple companies, including Akasa Air, over his 4-decade-long career, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala transformed a capital investment of 5,000 rupees into more than $5 billion.
I told you I'm not afraid to make a mistake. Only I make mistakes which I can afford so I can live to make another.
For their incredible contribution to India's economy and the immeasurable legacies they left behind. CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards honors Cyrus Mistry, Vikram Kirloskar and Rakesh Jhunjhunwala.
To accept the award on behalf of late Cyrus Mistry, I'd like to invite his wife Rohika Mistry on stage.
On behalf of late Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, please welcome on stage his wife, Rekha Jhunjhunwala.
You know, I spoke with Mr. Jhunjhunwala. He called me on a Sunday evening and he said, I want to do an interview. And I said, okay, sure. You know, it was always like that with him. And we did an interview on Monday afternoon and he passed. And that was the last interview that he did. And that one we did remotely, but the many interviews that I did with him at their home, and he would always say, you know, as the boss. So, Rekha ji, thank you so much for joining us here this evening. And I know again that this is a moment bitter and sweet for you. Very, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Rekha Jhunjhunwala, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us here tonight. On behalf of late Vikram Chairperson's Office, Toyota Kirloskar Motor Private Limited.
Thank you very much for joining us here this evening. Would you like to say a few?
Thank you very much to CNBC-TV18 for recognizing the great contribution of Vikram Kirloskar ji. Beyond an iconic and inspirational leader of perfect example of simplicity, value systems, and doyen of manufacturing industry, innovation and creativity. And beyond that, he touched the lives of several millions of people. And we cannot forget his good work. We feel that still he is with us. He's always with us. And
Standard Chartered presents 18 India Business Leader Awards in partnership with Times.
Let's you and me step by all the trees.
Skoda brings you Kushak and Slavia, India's safest family cars.
Remember the dialogue from Ford versus Ferrari? 7,000 RPM, the machine becomes weightless. That is where the machine and the man become one.
If there was ever a day that felt completely satisfying, this would be it.
Who? The markets can't be exciting. Who? Get the lowdown on the yays and mays. Straight from the top, catch market feels and news reads. Number crunch for the best of the bunch. The bigger Q for the richer you. Noise, what's viral and what's out. We'll give you the market goals you need to stay ahead. Mad about markets.
The last hour. Anything can happen between the bells. But what happens during the last hour is what matters the most. The biggest market swings. A close-up look at what's driving them and how the investors are reacting. Watch the most seasoned market mavens guide you through the most important hour of the trading day. NSE Closing Bell. At these times, only on TV18 and CNBC-TV18.com.
Co-powered by IBM.
Delivery. There is a large block. Understand in the block deal, the leading private equity investor was a seller. BHEL is buzzing in trade today, and there is an anticipation of a large order coming for BHEL very soon. The promoter entity of Adani Group, understand from sources, were on the selling side, and a large leading US-based fund was a buyer in today's block. We have confirmation of both. The promoter entities are sold and have raised 15,500 crores by selling stake in the 4 group companies. And the buyer is GQG Partners.
Tune in to NSE Closing Bell as we spot deals before they happen, decode their impact on stock prices, and help you stay ahead of the markets. CNBC TV18. Follow the leader. A show that is unmatched.
We tell you stocks to watch out for and which sectors are impacted.
Thought-provoking.
In India, the allocation to equity is about 5 to 10%, which is not beating inflation. So investing aggressively can actually look at even beating inflation.
And will give you maximum value for your money.
It is a good time to look at debt funds as a category. There's no better time than this in that sense to lock in rates for the long term.
A masterclass with India's biggest market experts. Smart money at these times.
Powered by Bandhan Mutual Fund.
Remember the dialogue from Ford versus Ferrari? 7,000 RPM, the machine becomes weightless. 9,000 RPM. That is where the machine and the man become one.
If there was ever a day that felt completely satisfying, this would be it.
Standard Chartered presents 18th India Business Leader Awards in partnership with Hindustan Times.
May I now call upon Shri Amitabh Kant, the G20 Sherpa and former Niti Aayog, to join us on stage. Mr. Amitabh Kant, please, can we have you here?
Ladies and gentlemen, huge round of applause for Mr. Amitabh Kant.
I also request Zareen Daruwala, the Cluster CEO, Standard Chartered Bank India, and South Asia Markets, Rajiv Memani, the Chairman and Regional MD of EVA India, and Lata Venkatesh, Executive Editor, CNBC TV18, to present the next set of awards.
Moving on to the next category for tonight, the Disruptors.
CNBC TV18 India Business Leader Awards proudly presents the Disruptor of the Year Award to Idea Forge.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for our disruptor, Idea Forge, the rules and shaping the future of drones in India. Let's welcome Ankit Mehta of Idea Forge. Please give them a big round of applause.
You know, they don't just deliver pizzas. A big hand defense or any other project you want to speak about?
Usually it is kind of hard to speak about what we do for defense. As far as the drone is concerned, of the size that it is, I think we are quite excited to continue to serve and to continue to build technology that can keep us all safer and hopefully. So I think it is common information that we have filed our DRS. So yeah, it is currently under works.
Thanks a lot.
Yes. 1,000 kilos, okay? When do you see the larger drones coming in commercial application, the larger ones?
Act as pseudo satellites. Those are the kind of drones that will be more amenable to commercial use, where you can offer, let's say, for example, network in an area, particularly if it is hit with a disease. It is not possible to provide it economically with other means. However, do duties to carry freight, to eventually carry people as well, and I think that revolution is going to happen.
Going with your answer, considering that you can give network where it's difficult because of your network ability.
No, I think drones hope and our endeavor always is going to be that we get a drone in the hands of everyone who can put it.
Congratulations to your entire team. Thank you so much for being with us here tonight.
Congratulations. Up next is a very legendary activist. She was a tireless champion for social justice and women's empowerment, and her work due to her dedication, passion and leadership, and it is our way of saying thank you for making the world a better place. Her contributions to social justice and women's empowerment.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm round of applause of the Special Recognition for Social Impact Award. Kalpana Ben and Hira Ben are here to...
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम कपिला बेन हूँ और मैं 22 साल से सेवा के साथ जुड़ी हूँ। खास करके मुझे बताना है कि अभी हमारे साथ इलाबेन तो नहीं है, लेकिन जो हमारे 25 लाख जो सदस्य है वो खेत मजदूर है, खड़ी में काम करते हैं, खेत में काम करते हैं। तो हृदय में जो बस गए हैं उनके मूल्य, उनके विचारे सब हमारे अंदर है। तो अभी बोलते हैं कि सभी बहन, दरेक बहन इलाबेन है।
His outstanding contribution to brand India.
CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards proudly presents the option to Brand India Award to Dilip Asbe.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Payments Corporation of India. UPI has transformed this country and has put India in innovation. It is an incredible success story from India. Many congratulations to Mr. Asbe and the NPCI team. A big round of applause to them.
This is a revolution which no one will deny. I think it's come down to brass tacks. It's come down to absolutely the grassroots. Just to say, I pay my cook and my maid also on GPay only. No money transacted. Mr. Asbe, what's the next big thing on ONDC? I think the current, as I think Zomato does 5 crore, if I'm not mistaken. So what's when do you get to 5 crore, or even when do you get to 1 crore?
See, to be honest, any public infrastructure takes its time. UPI in 2016, April, first 1 year, people have started to write off UPI. So in that sense, I think we'll have first systems which is working on protocol-driven approach, not the centralized approach. It's a truly decentralized system. So we have to give them time. I think in my assessment, next 2 to 3 years.
Standard Chartered presents 18th India Business Leader Awards in partnership with Hindustan Times.
Whenever I had eye sting sensation, so I just kept ignoring it. Even my hot chai was giving me the same amount of discomfort. My dentist recommended Sensodyne, so now I can be completely carefree and sip my hot cup of tea.
A show that is unmatched,
We tell you stocks to watch out and which sectors are impacted.
Thought-provoking.
In India, equity is about 5 to 10%, which is not beating inflation. So investing aggressively can actually look at even beating inflation.
And will give you maximum value for your money.
It is a good time to look at debt funds as a category. There's no better time than this in that sense to lock in rates for the long term.
A masterclass with India's biggest market experts. Smart money at these times.
Powered by Bandhan Mutual Fund.
From David to Goliath. From the smallest business ventures to multi-million-dollar global corporations. Meet the movers and shakers. Today's newsmakers. And tomorrow's leaders. Understand what makes markets move, how companies make quantum leaps, and how giant corporations stay ahead. Get the biggest business stories of the day, power-packed into 30 minutes. On Business 360 at these times.
Who said the markets can't be exciting? Who? Get the lowdown on the yays and mays. Straight from the top, catch market feels and news reels. Number crunch for the best of the bunch. The bigger Q for the richer you. Hot trends, big noise, what's viral and what's out. We'll give you the market goals you need to stay ahead. Mad about markets.
Delivery. There is a large block. Understand in the block deal, the leading private equity investor was a seller. BHEL is buzzing in trade today, and there is an anticipation of a large order coming for BHEL very soon. The promoter entity of Adani Group, understand from sources, were on the selling side, and a large leading US-based fund was a buyer in today's block. We have confirmation of both. The promoter entities are sold and have raised 15,500 crores by selling stake in the 4 group companies, and the buyer is GQG Partners.
Tune in to NSE Closing Bell as we spot deals before they happen, decode their impact on stock prices, and help you stay ahead of the markets. CNBC-TV18. Follow the leader.
Remember the dialogue from Ford versus Ferrari? 7,000 RPM, the machine becomes weightless. 9,000 RPM. That is where the machine and the man become one.
If there was ever a day that felt completely satisfying, this would be it.
A show that is unmatched.
We tell you stocks to watch out for and which sectors are impacted.
Thought-provoking.
In India, the allocation to equity is about 5 to 10%, which is not beating inflation. So investing aggressively can actually look at even beating inflation.
And will give you maximum value for your money.
It is a good time to look at debt funds as a category. There's no better time than this in that sense to lock in rates for the long term.
A masterclass with India's biggest market experts. Smart money at these times.
Powered by Bandhan Mutual Fund.
This is TV18 and you're watching CNBC-TV18. Standard Chartered presents 18th India Business Leader Awards in partnership with Hindustan Times.
Well, our next award for the evening, ladies and gentlemen, is the Sports Leader of the Year award.
For our fists of gold and a heart of steel, And for bringing glory to India, CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards proudly presents the Sports Leader of the Year Award to world champion Nikhat Zareen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for India's pride and two-time world boxing champion Nikhat Zareen. A big, big round of applause for her.
Nikhat, 2 world championships, women world championships. What's the next big goal you have?
So my ultimate dream is to win an Olympic gold for my country. And
Dear Paris Olympics?
Inshallah, inshallah. But currently my focus is on Asian Games. Now I have already qualified for the Asian Games. Now I'm looking forward to win medal and get qualified for Paris Olympics.
Big hand, ladies and gentlemen. I hope next year we will be inviting Nikhat as the Olympian.
Not as an Olympic medalist.
Next award for the evening is indeed a special one. Now, in a country with the biggest fan following for this sport, the resilience, skill and determination of the game is changing, both on and off the field. Let's take a look at the game changer for the year.
CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards proudly presents Game Changer of the Year Award to the Board of Control for Cricket in India, BCCI.
Well, we have a little surprise for everyone here. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as I welcome the pioneers of Indian women cricket, Smriti Mandhana, Harmanpreet Kaur, Mithali Raj, Jemima Rodriguez and Jhulan Goswami. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for our nation's pride.
We can do better than this.
And may I also please invite Mr. Jay Shah, the Honorary Secretary, the Board of Control for Cricket in India, as we honor BCCI with the Game Changer of the Year Award. A big, big round of applause for the entire team.
Keep the applauses going, ladies and gentlemen. A huge round of applause.
Congratulations to you, and yes, absolutely.
No. Thank you, Honorable Minister. I would like to thank jury and CNBC for this honor and respect. I would like to thank all these cricketers who work hard on the field. I would like to thank all the linear viewers, digital viewers, and in-stadium viewers for loving this wonderful game of cricket. Thank you once again.
Let me come to the pioneers of cricket for women in India. Mithali, it's so good to have you back here at India Business Leader Awards. I want to understand from each one of you, and we've spoken about this previously as well, but do you believe that today we stand at an inflection point where it is no longer something that parents will consider as a possibility for their daughters to do, but there is a dramatic, visible change that's taken place?
Well, good evening, everybody. I think, as you rightly said, it's a revolutionary step by BCCI. Past 2 years, we've seen, a lot of changes for women's cricket. Big thanks to our leader, Jay Shah sir, and the rest in BCCI who've taken the initiative. And yes, women's cricket has come a long way from where we've started, and it's more a viable sport now, a lucrative offer for a lot of young girls who look up to these girls as role models. We get to see them on television putting up the best standard of women's cricket, and I'm sure there are many girls who want to sort of walk in their path.
Well, I'm sure many girls do want to walk down that path. Jhulan, aapse puchna chahungi, what is the message that you would like to send out to young girls who are watching each and every one of you today on this stage?
Well, good evening, everyone. I think WPL is going to be the game changer, definitely, because I have an academy in Kolkata, and every time young girls is coming, 2017 they want to play for India, and now they are saying they want to participate in a WPL. So this is a game changer moment, and we must celebrate this moment. And thanks to BCCI, Jai sir and Arun sir and everyone. And definitely in coming years, these girls will definitely participate in the World Cup, and hopefully they're going to do well in that platform also.
We have the ODI World Cup next year in India, so I want all of you to cheer for our national side.
So, Smriti, all set now to be the game changer, so to speak?
Well, firstly, good evening, everyone, and firstly, thank you for this award. And yeah, I think the times have changed for women's cricket, but you know, we are the game changers. That's what people think. But I think you know, all thanks to people who have played before us as well. I think that's a big one, because they kept women's cricket going and they kept it alive. And I think we are, you know, benefiting out of it. Definitely this generation. So we are all really thankful for the generations which have, you know, played before us. And definitely we'll try our best to be you know, be a good role model for people, for the girls, young girls, and hopefully all the young girls start, you know, picking up bat and ball and start playing cricket and have a dream to play for India more and WPL a little less.
Standard Chartered presents 18 India Business Leader Awards in partnership with Hindustan Times.
Delivery. There is a large block. Understand, in the block deal, the leading private equity investor was a seller. BHEL is buzzing in trade today, and there is an anticipation of a large order coming for BHEL very soon. The promoter entity of Adani Group, I understand from sources, were on the selling side, and a large leading US-based fund was a buyer in today's block. We have confirmation of both. The promoter entities have sold and have raised 15,500 crores by selling stake in the 4 group companies, and the buyer is GQG Partners.
Tune in to NSE Closing Bell as we spot deals before they happen, decode their impact on stock prices, and help you stay ahead of the markets. CNBC-TV18. Follow the leader.
Who said the markets can't be exciting? Who? Get the lowdown on the yays and mays. Straight from the top, catch market feels and news reels. Number crunch for the best of the bunch. The bigger Q for the richer you. Hot trends, big noise, what's viral and what's out. We'll give you the market goals you need to stay ahead. Mad about markets.
The last hour. Anything can happen between the bells. But what happens during the last hour is what matters the most. The biggest market swings. A close-up look at what's driving them. And how the investors are reacting. Watch the most seasoned market mavens guide you through the most important hour of the trading day. NSE Closing Bell. At these times, only on CNBC-TV18 and CNBC-TV18.com.
Co-powered by IBM.
Remember the dialogue from Ford versus Ferrari? 7,000 RPM, the machine becomes weightless. 9,000 RPM. That is where the machine and the man become one.
If there was ever a day that felt completely satisfying, this would be it.
Delivery. There is a large block. Understand, in the block deal, the leading private equity investor was a seller. BHEL is buzzing in trade today, and there is an anticipation of a large order coming for BHEL very soon. The promoter entity of Adani Group, I understand from sources, were on the selling side, and a large leading US-based fund was a buyer in today's block. We have confirmation of both. The promoter entities are sold and have raised 15,500 crores by selling stake in the 4 group companies. And the buyer is GQG Partners.
Tune in to NSE Closing Bell as we spot deals before they happen, decode their impact on stock prices, and help you stay ahead of the markets. CNBC-TV18. Follow the leader. A show that is unmatched.
We tell you stocks to watch out for and which sectors are impacted.
Thought-provoking.
In India, the allocation to equity is about 5 to 10%, which is not beating inflation. So investing aggressively can actually look at even beating inflation.
And will give you maximum value for your money.
It is a good time to look at debt funds as a category. There's no better time than this in that sense to lock in rates for the long term.
A masterclass with India's biggest market experts. Smart money at these times.
Powered by Bandhan Mutual Fund.
Who said the markets can't be exciting? Who? Get the lowdown on the yays and mays. Straight from the top, catch market feels and news reels. Number crunch for the best of the bunch. The bigger Q for the richer you. Hot trends, big noise, what's viral and what's out. We'll give you the market goals you need to stay ahead. Mad about markets.
From David to Goliath, from the smallest business ventures to multi-million-dollar global corporations. Meet the movers and shakers, today's newsmakers, and tomorrow's leaders. Understand what makes markets move, how companies make quantum leaps, and how giant corporations stay ahead. Get the biggest business stories of the day, power-packed into 30 minutes. On Business 360 at these times. Standard Chartered presents 18th India Business Leader Awards in partnership with Hindustan Times.
It's time now to present the next award for the evening, the Entertainment Leader of the Year.
CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards proudly presents Entertainment Leader of the Year Award to Alia Bhatt.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge round of applause to Alia Bhatt, who continues to entertain us with her incredible performances on the silver screen. She was most recently seen in Ayan Mukherjee's Brahmastra. Many congratulations, Alia. ...2022, a blockbuster year for you in so many ways, so many big-ticket events that have happened in your life. How do you top that in 2023?
I feel so honored and blessed. So thank you so much. Thank you to the jury. Thank you for this award. 2022, yes, I think, but my biggest blockbuster was my daughter. That came in the end of the year. And... I don't think I believe in topping anything. One of the things I said in this AV was I just do whatever I do on a daily basis with my work with a lot of love and stars in my eyes. And I feel very blessed and grateful that I'm living the dream, and I have the ability to go to work and not feel like it's work at all.
I know you believe in affirmations, in life affirmations. What is if there was a song that you sung to yourself every day, what would that be, which is sort of life affirming for you?
I feel like you want me to sing a song. So I should just sing a song. Yeah, so I'll just sing a song. And I think a big blockbuster moment of last year was my song Kesariya. So I'll just sing that. रब्बा ने तुझको बनाने में कर दी है हुस्न की खाली तिजोरियां, काजल की सियाही से लिखी है तूने जाने कितनों की लव स्टोरियां,
केसरिया तेरा इश्क है पिया, रंग जाऊं जो मैं हाथ लगाऊं, दिन बीते सारे तेरी फिक्र में, रहने सारी तेरी खैर मनाऊं.
And the next award category is a tribute to the lifelong hard work, commitment and unwavering dedication of leaders to their craft. The recipient of this award has not only made a lasting impact in their field, but has also inspired others to follow in their footsteps. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the next category tonight, the Lifetime Achievement Award.
CNBC-TV18 India Business Leader Awards proudly presents the Lifetime Achievement Award to Venu Srinivasan.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm round of applause to our Lifetime Achievement Award winner, Mr. Venu Srinivasan.
CNBC-TV18. We just heard you saying that. Thank you so much, Mr. Puri, for doing that. We just heard you saying in that audio visual that you reinvent yourself every 12 years. I don't know whether you're in the middle of a 12-year cycle at this point in time, or you're out of one, or you're about to start one. What should we expect in terms of reinvention from Venu Srinivasan?
Well, I think I was thrown into the deep end because tragically, when I was 26, and I was just a project manager in the moped, started production. We just had a shed ready. And initially, it was, and sometimes when success comes too easily, you trip and fall. And so then came the second 12 years where we had to build a quality organization, believed in total quality, which means quality of everything that you do. Then the third phase came when we broke up with Suzuki. We decided ways. Each of us had global ambitions, and the best thing we thought we should separate. And the final phase was really making it a global company. From 2010 to 2022, we have come a long way where almost 35% of our revenue comes from overseas business. And the next stage would be, as I said earlier, when Parikshit asked me, was a very small footprint, a very small footprint in Southeast Asia. And ultimately, I think Norton motorcycles and electric bicycles go to North America and Europe as well. Next big thing, but not for me to do, but I've handed over the baton, so the next generation will have to do that.
Vision, innovation and leadership have not only made him one of the wealthiest people in India, but have also earned him a reputation as a visionary and a game changer. His contribution, more importantly, to society as a philanthropist on his business achievements, especially in the field of public education. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor that this year's India Business Leader Awards Hall of Fame awardee is Mr. Azim Premji, the founder chairman of Wipro.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Mr. Azim Premji a standing ovation. Request you all to kindly stand up. Keep the applause going. It's an honor for us to have him here tonight with us.
A huge round of applause for Mr. Azim Premji.
Mr. Premji, look behind the story, the respect, the love and warmth that so many Indians have for what you've done, the generosity and compassion with which you've been able to share. I think that is a marvelous and inspiring, and thank you so much for being here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please take a seat. Mr. Premji, as it has. If I were to ask you to succinctly tell me what you believe have been and that will drive us forward, what would those be?
I think what will really drive us
into the next sphere in terms of what we can achieve as a country and what we can achieve as a nation.
I remember you said once, Mr. Premji, and I know you don't speak to the press very often anymore, which is sad. I hope that you will a little bit more. But I remember you said once that if your dreams are too small, dreams that people can laugh at them, but at the end of the day, if you deliver on them, then you've done your part. What was the dream, bonus of your career, that people thought, no way, no can do, and then it turned out to be a reality?
I must think about this really. I think it's full foundation, and it's making an impact. It's making a real impact to the country.
It's time now to unveil the Outstanding Company of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, please, company that needs no introduction. I'd like to welcome Mr. Salil Parekh, CEO Infosys, on stage for winning Company of the Year at the 18th India Business Leader Awards.
Finally, as we draw the award categories, this award is for the Outstanding Business Leader of the Year.
CNBC-TV18 India Leader Awards proudly presents the Outstanding Business Leader of the Year award to TV Narendran.
Big round of applause for Mr. TV Narendran, the global CEO and MD of Tata Steel. He joined Tata Steel way back in 1988 and has made his way post of Managing Director in 2013. Having spent 35 years in the company in various roles, he is credited with reinventing and reshaping Tata Steel into a big round of applause once again for Mr. TV Narendran.
Congratulations, and thank you very much for joining us here. And there's many changes that have happened at Tata Steel under your stewardship. Of course, the acquisition CLT process in the last few years, that's been a big change. The focus on India, a renewed commitment to the domestic cut in terms of debt reduction. I think that's been a significant milestone that you've achieved. What's next as far as you're concerned?
Thank you, Shireen. Firstly, thank you to the jury. I must induction, right? Anyway, so thank you very much. Great privilege for me to accept it on behalf of all the employees of Tata Steel, past and present. It's a journey, this 110 years. So we always look at what is it that we're going to leave behind for the next generation. I think we want to leave behind an organization which is culturally, structurally, and financially future ready. India is a great opportunity, producer of steel in the world. China is 8 times the size of India, so that's in some sense the opportunity that there is. India is blessed with a lot of geological richness. So I think Tata Steel wants to play a big role in that journey, and thanks to the government for spending so much on infrastructure. I think it's a great opportunity for us.
Standard Chartered presents 18th India Business Leader Awards in partnership with Hindustan Times.